thank you. Today I would like to take you along into the life of a trainee in organizations, because I think by looking at most people here, it might have been a while since you've done your internship, if you've ever done one at all. But nowadays, if you're applying for a job, practical experience becomes more and more important. And that is why in the Netherlands, an internship is mostly part of a bachelor's degree. And during an internship, the student is meant to work under guidance on a technical level and mostly to perform a research. And afterwards, they should hand in a report about what they've done. But in reality, we see that a lot of internships also have a lot of operational level tasks involved. Because here are some examples of classmates of mine, what they had to do during their internship. Because for example, they had to run the cash register, take out the trash, they had to participate in the cleaning process almost daily, and some did not have time to work on their report. Well, that is a requirement from the university. And in other examples, the manager did not have time to explain the assignment or what they were supposed to do. And I think that in organizations, often you get belittled by other employees, maybe because you don't know as much, or just because you're younger, you might need a little bit more help. And they also see you as cheap labor, because by letting us perform operational tasks, it's of course very convenient for the organization, because we're pretty smart and don't need a lot of explanation to do so. And well, in the Netherlands, there is no such law for a salary for internships, so that's it comes down to cheap labor for organizations. And often you see that the student might need a little bit more or less help than the organization is willing to offer. So it shows there that the offer and demand is not being matched. While I think if a manager tries to invest more in the front of the process, where we as students more or less are, in the end it helps to cut costs and it becomes more efficient. But the students themselves also have a big part in this, because in general, students are lazy. In the Netherlands, we have a 6 culture. So if you score 6 out of 10, you pass. And for most students, it's sufficient, and they don't aim for higher. And I think also a lot of students are afraid to not be able to have an internship at all. So they are afraid to set standards for their internship. Well, I think it's crucial to demand certain aspects you're willing to learn during your internship, because that way you can also you can define your own learning path. So by raising your standards, it's easier for an organization to match your demand. And you can just set out your own learning path. You have it all under your own control. But I think organizations should also value more what a student can bring to an organization, and more have to see it as an investment in the front of the process, and also have to hand out a helping hand if necessary. And I think that way it's easier for the organization and the students to match the offer and demand during their internship, because I think it's a crucial part of having that technical experience when you're applying for a job. So I think that together, the students and organizations should really start to change and get working on the internships. Thank you.